Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another Build-A-Figure review, and today we got the Wendigo Build-A-Figure. Yes, I know I'm late to the party, but I am so backlogged it's ridiculous, so I'm putting Wendigo together right now. So this figure is pretty cool looking. Comes with lots of parts, actually the same typical parts that you get with normal Build-A-Figures. You just get an extra part for his tail. Start with his legs here, because usually popping onto the hips are the worst in my opinion, but these ones seem to have gone on very smoothly. Might as well go ahead and stick his tail on. This is all like a pliable rubbery type of plastic, and let's go ahead and focus it here. See how well his arms will pop in there. They seem to have popped in okay. Last but not least, his head. There we go. Here we have an up-close look at Wendigo's head. And the head sculpt looks good. I just wish they didn't try to paint blood or whatever on his teeth, because it makes it look crappier and really takes away from the head sculpt. They did a really good job with painting the eyes and the airbrushing for the shading. I mean, they did a really good job. Now, putting the head on was the more of a pain out of all the other body parts, because the hair sort of tucked underneath, so you got to really get the hair out of there. And I love the darker gray transitioning to this like white, but they washed it with the blue. Looking very cool. The figure's pretty huge. It's got all that sculpted in fur. Granted, we've seen this before when we had the what was it, Sasquatch or whatever the heck the other hairy figure was from Alpha Flight. And yeah, I mean, it looks, they did a really good job for reuse, and with some new sculpted stuff. I think they nailed it. The tail looks really good. The hands have that, it's just like airbrushing throughout for the shading. I wish the nails could have been painted, but I guess he is all white. Putting on the legs, this one sort of has a gap. Can't really get rid of it. Sometimes we get figures that have that gap, and it really bugs me when you see it, because you got the other one that's nice and flush, and then you got gappage at the thigh cut. And then we get into his feet, big old long pointy toes with nails. And I mean, it is a pretty big figure. Now, diving into the articulation, his head with that style of how they did it, it wasn't just like a typical ball. It can look down that far, and it can only look up this far, which is still not a bad amount, especially with the hair and everything. So you're getting plenty of articulation, because it's like a disc hinge. You can look left and right, but then his hair starts getting all caught up on his fur on his shoulders and everything, which is a slight bummer there, but you can move it around and stuff. It is pliable. His arms being on disc hinge, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, no pivoting at the elbow, wrist rotation, and there's a wrist bend in there as well. Joints feel pretty good, feel like butter. You can lean forward like that much, not really much ab crunch. You can lean back quite a bit, given that pizza thrower type of gappage. Like it just reminds me of the Playmates pizza thrower. It's going to shoot out disc pizzas. But yeah, I'm surprised moving forward though, which is, it moves a little bit, but it still gaps in the back, which is unfortunate. He does have the waist swivel as well, causing a little bit of bookshelf hipping going on there. He could do the Van Damme. Get these big old arms out of the way. Got the thigh cut where I actually, attach the leg. Double jointed knees that work really well. Ankle pivots, ankle bends. We get some tail articulation. This is a pretty big Build-A-Figure. You can get him just sort of sprawled out like he's just screaming or roaring, and definitely would look awesome in the snow, or if you had some artificial snow, this figure will definitely look awesome in it. It is a very cool, pretty massive figure, and a figure you want to have to battle your Hulk figures with. Wendigo Squatch is a solid Build-A-Figure for a repaint with some new pieces, because, I mean, that's what we're going to be fed from Hasbro, that is what we're getting. But I do like this more than the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, and he's fun to equip with other accessories from other figures you may collect. It is a really cool and fun Build-A-Figure, and I'm happy that I finally put it together and he can go on the shelf. Definitely looks badass, and he'll be looking awesome fighting Hulk. And honestly, that sums up my Build-A-Figure review of Wendigo from Marvel Legends. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out. And hit the silver bell notification if you want to stay in the know when I post up a new video. Make sure you guys go and check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The website's down below. There's a promo code just for you guys to get free shipping on anything you see on that website. And also check out Toyco's pre-order group that's on Facebook. You can join in and you get amazing pricing on some imports and just collectibles in general. Like the pre-orders that Andrew does are phenomenally priced, and honestly, it's some of the best service I've had with an online retailer. So definitely check them out, show some love, and most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.